Vice President, former Presidents, Senate President, and honorable members of the Senate, House Speaker, and the honorable members of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice, and the honorable justices of the Supreme Court, the Apostolic Nuncio, most reverend and the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, the honorable members of the Cabinet, First Lady, foreign ambassadors, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang hapon po sa aking mga minamahal na kababayan. I come before you today to address you as it is my duty as President of the Republic. We live in challenging times caused by both forces outside of our control and some forces of our own making. Our government is bounded by its 88 plus years of political tradition. Kaya po naririto po ako upang tuparin ang aking katungkulan at magbigay ng ulat sa inyo tungkol sa polisiya at programang aking ipopropose at ipapatupad. And these are some of them. Full disclosure policy, people empowerment policy, reduce poverty by creating income policy, fuel relief policy, VAT implementation policy, sources of power and electricity security policy, and Filipino First policy. Corruption is a result of both institutional and individual weaknesses. Sa full disclosure policy, i-require ko lahat ng government offices and instrumentalities to make public all their transactions, contracts, procurement processes, even without need of request from the people. Lahat ng ginagastos ng gobyerno, lahat ng kontratang pinapasukan ay dapat available at transparent iyon to the public. Dahil kagaya ng sinabi ni Ms. Lani Robredo, in order to promote greater transparency in public service, kailangang mag-implement ng full disclosure policy dahil ang transparency ay isa sa key elements to combat corruption. Ako'y sumasang-ayon sa kanya na ang full disclosure policy ay ang nararapat na pinakaunang executive order na gagawin o ang polisiya na ipopropose at ipapatupad sa ating bansa. Within 60 days, all national agencies will publish. Within 60 days, all national agencies will publish their budgets, transactions, contracts, procurement processes, and project timelines online through Citizens Charter Bill. Within 6 months, my office will launch a public performance dashboard so every citizen can see which projects are on time, which are delayed, and how public funds are spent. We will strengthen forensic audit units within existing oversight institutions and fast-track investigations of major procurement irregularities. Agency heads will be held to measure performance metrics. Transparency ay hindi po ito optional. Ito ay first step to restore trust. Ang people empowerment policy ay ang need to involve the public in making decision through the creation of people's councils in local governments and investing in our people, ang kababayan ko. Skills, education, and civic knowledge are the most powerful tools against poverty and exclusion. Mag-roll out po tayo ng 300 community learning hubs within the first year, using public facilities and private partnerships to offer a short-term skills training and digital literacy programs. We will provide upskilling vouchers for students and workers, accessible through a one-stop enrollment system with local governments and accredited providers. We will also strengthen senior high school UMS-aligned curricula so our students are ready for both higher education and the workplace. Civic engagement programs will encourage participation in public life and equip new voters with the knowledge to make informed choices. To reduce poverty by creating income policy, babawasan ang kahirapan by creating real income opportunities. We will expand microfinance and small business grants, streamline business registration, and launch a jobs acceleration program that funds labor-intensive public works, road repairs, school rehabilitation, and community facilities, prioritize in areas with the highest unemployment, and create skills training programs. Beneficiaries of short-term cash assistance will be offered cash plus pathways. Suportang may kaakibat na pagsasanay o pangangalaga sa bata na tumutulong sa mga pamilya na makakuha ng matatag na trabaho. Magbibigay kami ng insentibo sa mga employer upang kumuha ng mga kabataang matagal nang walang trabaho sa pamamagitan ng mga pansamantalang subsidiya sa sahod. These measures will begin as pilots within 3 months and scale across the country within a year. We expect measurable reductions in poverty indicators within 3 years. Patungkol naman sa fuel relief policy, sa supply ng oil, siguradong maapektuhan tayo. Ang mga ordinaryong Filipino ang unang naghihirap sa global fuel prices spike. Kaya mag-i-implement kami ng automatic suspension mechanism for fuel excise taxes tied to a transparent international price trigger. Kapag nagkaroon ng automatic suspension, ang mababawas nito sa presyo ay estimated 10 pesos per liter. Ang mekanismong ito will be implemented within 90 days and will activate only when the formula threshold is met. Suspensions will be temporary and paired with targeted support for public transport operators, farmers, and low-income households. We will require energy companies to report inventories and maintain price transparency during suspension periods. Sa VAT implementation policy, titignan ang implementation of VAT para ang hindi dapat kinakarga sa atin, huwag kargahin. We will make